Hello, how you all doing? Firstly, apologise for my absence. I've had a lot of things going on in the background and I've had to focus on quite a few other things. But I am back and I'm here to talk briefly about setting boundaries as a caregiver. Now, you'll have to excuse me as well. My stand has broken, so I'm literally just propping this up as is, but I'm going to get a new one soon, I hope, which will make life a lot easier. Anyway, how is everybody? Oh, the other thing as well is we've got a bit of a power cut as well. We've got a bit of a storm going on, but so I'm doing the basics today. So yeah, it's really about setting boundaries as a caregiver. Now, that's all right. It's all right. I thought there was someone knocking at the door, so random knock. So yeah, it's about setting boundaries as a caregiver. Now, a caregiver in any aspect, that could be for a parent, it could be for a child. Obviously, I'm responsible for my dad and my two children. And as I've kind of said in the past, that you are kind of the glue that holds everything together. And if you fall down or if you get ill, something happens to you, God forbid, that affects the whole family. It's a domino effect. And I think that's a lot of times people fail to kind of realise that. And it really is, the setting those boundaries is really important. It's really important to carve out some time for yourself, even if it's just 5 minutes reading a paragraph of your favourite book or something. I know that obviously when you're caregiving, it's 24/7 and it's really hard to get that time. I must admit, since my youngest has started school, I found getting some pockets of time a lot easier, and I've gone back to doing my illustration and my drawing, which is something I did years beforehand as well. And that's been really good, just that creative release. And I find that if, for my mental well-being and my sanity, I find that if I don't indulge in that activity over a few days, then I get a little bit twitchy. So it's definitely worth, you deserve it. The other thing I was going to say is stop feeling guilty. Obviously, easier said than done. You can feel guilty. I feel guilty all the time, 24/7. I feel like I never do enough. Have I done enough? Is it enough? Am I enough? And it just goes on and on and on. And I think that's an element of caregiving, is the guilt. And I was reading that, yeah, you should acknowledge it, but then not dwell on it too much. I think someone said to me once that whoever you love, there's always some kind of guilt attached. And I thought it's very, very true, whether that's guilt as a caregiver, as a mother, as a partner. So yeah, I do agree with acknowledge the guilt and then just kind of let it go. And also talking about boundaries, I have a habit, or did have a habit, of having my phone on all the time just in case of an emergency. Now I've learned that I need to put it on silent, and if it does ring out, I can check and see who it is to see whether it's important or not, which is kind of really tricky. But there's been a couple of times where, say, I've been at the hairdresser's and the phone has rung, and it's not been an important phone call, it's just something about an appointment for my dad, like eyesight or something, or hearing or something like that. And my hairdresser's actually said, "Oh, you should answer it." And I've sort of said, "No, it's okay." And I've put that boundary in place because I need that time for my sanity. I just need that breathing space. So there was that time, and then there was another time with a similar kind of phone call, and I was with my kids. I was out with my kids, and it was like, no, this is family time now. So yeah, it's really about setting those boundaries and acknowledging the guilt, but not dwelling on it too much, and carving time for yourself as well. Also, again, really hard, I know, but don't turn into a yes person. Do you say no? Sometimes it's not wrong to say no. I think we're always trying to spin so many plates and please so many people, and sometimes it's just impossible. And if you really feel that you can't do something, just say, I'm sorry, no, I can't do it. I think the final thing as well is, well, a couple of things. I kind of lost myself. I feel like I've lost myself the last few years, and I'm just slowly kind of getting myself back, which is why I was mentioning as well about carving out time for yourself. And the final thing I was going to say as well, don't be afraid to reach out for help. If you are really struggling, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. It is a hard, thankless job. And if you need to reach out, do so, whether that's a friend, a relative. I'm part of a Facebook group. They're fantastic. If you're having a rubbish day, you just put, I'm having a rubbish day. You know, like Valentine's Day was a bit tough this year, and I got a delivery of my dad's pads, and I was kind of like, well, I wanted flowers, but, you know, I had to put that humorous spin on it. But obviously flowers aren't as useful, or probably as comfortable. No, I shouldn't say that. They're not as useful as pads. But yeah, that was kind of my Valentine's Day present, was some boxes of pads on the porch. So that was good. Anyway, if there's anything else, I mean, is there anything that you as an unpaid carer, is there anything that you can suggest, or anything that you do as an unpaid carer that helps you? It doesn't have to be big. As I said, it doesn't have to be big. It can be a little thing. It could even be just eating a chocolate bar, or your favourite chocolate bar, or anything. As I said, you've got to look after you, because if you don't look after you, you can't look after everybody else. So I hope that will make sense, and it's been great to chat to you again. And please feel free to say hello, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.